guys, what's going on? Tom from G-Stringz Archery coming back at you today. Hey, today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people have problems with. It's the peep rotation. The easiest thing to do on it is going to be replace strings with a high quality set of G-Stringz. But if that's not an option for you, if you just bought the bow, you just sunk a set of money into a set of strings that maybe aren't the best quality, we're going to show you a couple ways of helping to counter that rotation without having to put a new set of strings on. Alright guys, so the first one we're going to talk about today is real simple, just the way you tie your peep in. If your peep has a tendency to sit clockwise, maybe try serving it counterclockwise. So this is a set of strings that we just made here. I'm going to go ahead and cut some serving off, and we're going to zoom in here. I'm going to show you the difference if you serve one direction versus the other direction. A lot of times what we'll end up doing is we serve our top one direction, we'll do our loop around our peep sight here, and we'll serve our bottom in the opposite direction. And that seems to help bind that peep sight in place so it doesn't want to turn on you. So we'll show that to you here right now. Start our serving here. So we're going to do our top section, slide it through. We're going to do our several wraps all the way around here, over our tail. We'll slide that down a little bit. You'll see when I pull that tight, how it wants to kind of go, turn counterclockwise there. So we'll do a couple more here. Lift our tail up. Do a couple more. You see when I go to pull that tight, it wants to turn. So here's where we go. Alright, so now that it wants to turn counterclockwise, I want to bring it back. So what I'm going to do is when I go to do my loop around my peep sight, I'm going to go the opposite direction that it's turning. So I'm going to do one loop around, pull it tight, and we lock them back in place. So we just go right through, pull it down, now it's locked back in there. So now it's still sitting a little bit counterclockwise. So we're going to go ahead and serve against that rotation. Do a handful of loops, push it all up, pull it tight. There you go, and see how I brought it back? Now don't be concerned that it's going a little bit the opposite direction. When we go to pull our tails a little bit tighter, that'll go ahead and straighten that out. So we go ahead and do our back serving. Pull that tight. Get that one out of the way. Then what we'll do, then go ahead and hold your peep where you want it when you're doing pulling your loop ends tight. So that's sitting pretty straight right there. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll adjust our D-loop so it's in line with it. And that's one way of doing it, guys. Here's another way of doing it. This is a real down and dirty way of doing it, but it works. If you're in a bind, it works really well. So if you have a string silencer that actually splits the strings, such as this one here, very simple. Slide it up and down just a little bit, and it'll move your peep sight for you. See how that peep's rotating? You can get that thing to do almost a full 90 if you need to. Slide it right back up. Quick down and dirty way of doing it, but hey, it works. What we're going to show you here is simply just forcing it around by moving the D-loop to where you need it to be at. Maybe they're not 100% straight. This is for if your peep sight's close but not 100% on the money. What we recommend doing is grab yourself a pair of needle nose pliers. When you go to move it, you're going to hold your center serving with that. Now, very gently with it. You don't want to be cranking on it too much. You will cut your center serving. What we recommend doing is just a little bit above it. Just kind of hold it snug. Go and take your thumb. You can push your top loop. Once you get that to where you need to, go ahead and get to your bottom loop. We recommend right in the middle of it. Again, just hold it snug. You don't want it too tight. You want to make sure it doesn't spin. Go ahead and push your bottom loop around, just like that. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Like us on Facebook so you can stay updated with our next videos and the debut of the Kung Fu Chicken. You're not going to want to miss that one, guys.